Okay, here we have two Honda 21-inch self-propelled lawnmowers. One is a residential model, and this one is the commercial model. But I just wanted to show you guys some of the key differences that I noticed, that I can see on them. I use them both commercially. They're both great lawnmowers. The first difference is in the wheels. On the residential model, the front and rear wheels are about 7.5 inches. On the commercial model, the front and rear wheels are about 8.5 inches. So the commercial model, the wheels are about an inch bigger. On the commercial one, you can cut a lawn a little bit faster. I'm assuming because the wheels are a little bit bigger. And then as far as the wheel adjusters in the front, or the brackets, on the residential model, they're a little bit smaller than the ones on the commercial model. The ones on the commercial, they're a little bit more heavy duty. As far as the actual deck, or the housing, the deck, the lawnmower deck, they appear to be exactly the same. All the bolt holes or brackets where your bolts go in, I've taken the wheels off of this one and that one. All the holes are pretty much the same. So the deck is exactly the same. The engines are both the same. They're both GCV 160. I think the commercial model is a little bit older, but this model is an HRR 216-9 VYA. The commercial model is a HRR 216-7 VXA. And then as far as the grass catchers go, on the residential model, when you take this grass catcher off, when you take the grass catchers off, the grass catcher itself connects to a plastic piece, and then this grass catcher on the commercial model, it connects. There's two metal brackets. I'm going to show you guys, but it seems that the commercial model is it's a little bit more heavy duty. It seems that it can hold a little bit more weight as far as grass clippings. Let me show you guys real quick. So on the residential model, just bear with me because I'm freestyling this video and I got the phone in my hands. So when you take off the grass catcher on the residential model, it connects. The grass catcher connects to a plastic piece, and then on the commercial model, when you remove the grass catcher, it connects to two metal pieces or brackets. So it seems that the and this is a little bit more longer. So if you compare them, this one has a kind of like an L and then a hook. That one is just an L. So this one's an L and then a hook. I don't know if you can see that. Most of the commercial models, or all the commercial models that I've ever used, come with the roto stop. I guess that engages the blade, engages and disengages the blade. or this will disengage the blade. So if you're going to get a residential model, you'll have the option, if you don't see this, it'll come in orange or yellow, but if you don't have this piece, you just have this, when you start it, I'm assuming the blades will just spin, and then when you release this, the blades will cut off. But to actually engage the blade, when you start it, you got to press this down and then pull this back. The residential model without the roto stop was about 500 and some change, and then with this was a couple $100 more. I think about 800 or 700 and some change. And then let me just flip. I want to flip both of these mowers over and show you the main differences underneath. Just give me 1 second, because I'm trying to put this camera down real quick. All right, so I'm going to flip both of these over and show you some of the differences underneath. This one is this one's the residential. And this one is the commercial. I took the commercial one apart because I want to show you guys what's going on here. So the commercial one's taken apart because I'm replacing some of the parts underneath. As far as the housing, the lawnmower deck housing, on this one is plastic. On this one is metal. Not sure what type of metal. I don't know if it's steel or aluminum. And then the main difference, so the residential model, you got a plastic housing, and then on the commercial model, you got a metal housing. This goes in there. I took the transmission out of this one because I'm having a problem with the wheel. They don't make either of these lawnmowers anymore. They discontinued both of them. On this one, on the residential model, you can still find a lot of the parts on Amazon, or at your small engine shops. But as far as the blades appear to be the same. They both have the not sure what that's called. But the main difference is on the commercial model. On the residential model, you have just on the transmission. This is the transmission. And then on the commercial model, you got the transmission too. Sits here like that. But the biggest difference that I see is the wheels. So on the here's the transmission on the commercial one. You got the plastic housing. The blades and this are the same. I just have this one taken apart. Spring, all the locations of the components are the same. I'm not sure about the transmission. They're different numbers. I read up that this transmission might be slightly a little bit stronger and more powerful, because the commercial model weighs a little bit more. And then as far as the durability goes, the biggest difference that I see is on the commercial model, you got a rear axle shaft, and that's this piece. So when you put the wheels back on and you put it together, this sits like this, and the wheel goes here. I'll show you guys real quick. So when the wheel goes back on, you got this extra piece of metal or shaft that kind of holds the mower sturdy. It's more durable. It's more heavy duty. And then it's all metal. The brackets are metal. The housing under here is metal. Plastic, metal. On top of the, so when you put the transmission back on this one, you got a rear axle shaft. This metal bar kind of holds the deck together a little bit more sturdier. The only thing that I don't like about this thing is when you're cutting it on the height number 3 or less, you know, it hits a lot of humps and bumps or rocks. It's harder to get over curbs, but it's just more heavy duty. And you know, this one without the roto stop, without that yellow or orange blade thing that engages or disengages, it's about well, it was a couple years back about 600, and then with the roto stop, this one's about, the residential is about 800. This one was a couple years ago when I got it, I think it was $8.99. You might find it now for about $12.99. But yeah, the commercial one is definitely more heavy duty. They both work great on commercial applications. So I use them both for the lawns that I do. And then there's one more difference I wanted to show you guys in the wheels. So on the commercial model, when you change the wheels and you take the wheels off, if you gotta change the transmission out or anything, you gotta take anything apart, you gotta remove this whole axle shaft, and it's a real pain in the butt. But as far as the wheels go, the rear wheels on this one, I think it's about 1.5 inches. So I'm actually replacing the axle rear wheel holder. I'm not sure what it's called, but this slides in here. This thing slides in here like that. So if you put it through on the top, it looks different because it's coming up this way. This kind of got chewed up. They don't make this part no more. They discontinued it. I think it's part number 42369-VLO-BOO. And then on the residential model, so this is a commercial one, and you got a bigger hole here. Well, it's not a bigger hole, but it's the I think it might be a little bit bigger. So the deck looks like, it appears that it can carry a little bit more weight. It's a little bit more sturdier. On the residential model, the wheels, the rear wheels, when you look underneath, it has a circle, and then some sort of like it's kind of like a U-shaped. These parts, all these parts, the transmission, all the washers, and whatever else you got in there, they have all that. They still have most of that in stock on Amazon or at your local small engine repair shops. But on the commercial model, I couldn't find this part nowhere, so it seems to be sold out everywhere. And I guess Honda discontinued making gas-powered models. I'm not sure when, maybe in 2023. So I'm gonna try to weld. I'm gonna try to weld this back together and put it back. But the decks are exactly the same. So if you look at the bolt holes, like on the handlebars, you got 1, 2, 3 on the commercial model, and then the bracket, you got 1, 2 hole here, and then on the residential model, you got 1, 2, and 1, 2, 3. So I don't know if you can see that, but so the holes that are in the mower deck are exactly the same. So if you can't find some of the parts, if you got an extra mower, you got 2 mowers, or if you just have this mower and you can't find this piece, you can probably convert this mower. You can probably buy this whole rear, the wheels and everything else, and then put it onto this mower. It would just be the wheels would be 7.5 inches, and then not 8.5 inches. But yeah, that's all the differences that I can see. As far as the engines, they're all the same size. They just depending on what year, they look a little bit different. And then on the newer models, you got this mulch and bag clip director. On the commercial model, you would have to take the bag off if you wanted to mulch. On this model, you can leave the bag on and then just redirect or turn this to, from bag to mulch, but you can actually leave the bag on. So if you're, yeah, I guess that's pretty much it. But the commercial one is definitely more heavy duty. I hope that helps you guys out and shows you some of the differences between the Honda HRR 216 commercial versus the Honda HRR 216 residential. All right, guys, have a good one.